Swamp Fox land. I hope you're all doing well today. Gonna give it a minute to let some people come in. If they send out a few of my notifications anyway. So crazy how they work. Thousands and thousands of subscribers, and 98% of my videos are being watched by non-subscribers, which tells you they're not sending out my notifications. Usually takes about a minute and a half to 2 minutes for people to start coming in anyway. But for people coming in, at least you can hear me if you're watching the video afterwards. There you go. Who's in the John Speedway? Good to see you this morning, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Had fun last night playing some games after the show. Today I'm running around. I'm going to the vet to pick up some insulin for my fat dog. Mike Hunt, good to see you. For my fat boy. He is losing weight, though. He gets mad at me when I body shame him. But since I lost so much weight, you know, I can body shame him now. I couldn't before because I was fat too, you know. But after my botched operations, I'm just cut full. Hey, make sure y'all smash that like button now. I at least want my subscribers to help me out. And for the ones who come in and they ain't subscribed, but when I see a bunch of subscribers in here and only got one like, come on. Y'all help me out. You don't know how to do it because sometimes on the phone you don't see where or whatever. It's usually right at the top. You can see like around where the little person emblem or the check mark is, the thumbs up. You touch that, then it brings it on the screen for you to like it or, you know, whatever you wanted to do. But anyway, yeah, I appreciate it if y'all help me out with that. The likes, you know, helps the algorithms and starts helping build my channel. And then I can get I can start getting my, you know, subscribers to know that I'm back. I had a lot of people come in, you know, over the last couple chats that didn't know I was back. And so that's the thing. When y'all are in other chats and you see people, you know, in other people's lives, because I know a lot of you know a lot of people, let them know, hey, Swamp Fox is back Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm doing free gift giveaways through to the end of the year. I got Lion 1, Bo, I heard you're here in South Carolina. Hey, Blue, I'm going to make you a mod. I count to 5 real fast. There you go. We'll count it. Put it on there. And you can, yeah. I wish I had. Look how many thousands of subscribers I get. Look what they do to send out my notifications. So it really does suck. But yes, hit the thumbs up for me and share it if you can. Even if you share it to your own text messages and your own email, it does help. So it does suck to build all this content. Got 650 videos, thousands and thousands of watch hours, millions of views across my platforms, and other people supporting me. And I still, just like San Joaquin Valley, look, he's got 600,000 subscribers. And when he goes live, he'll have anywhere from 50 to sometimes 600, depending on what he's talking about. But out of 600,000, so you know they're not sending out our notifications. But anyway, I'm giving away some really good gifts Friday night, every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've got dash cams, dual dash cams, front and back dash cams coming. I've got body cams coming, gimbals, or the monopods that are 360, and they got the facial recognition where they'll follow you around. So know that. Hey, Line 1, I heard you're in South Carolina. Are you still in South Carolina? And if you are, man, I want to meet up with you before you leave. Let's eat some lunch, maybe do an audit. You know, I live right here on you know, in I got, let me know, bro. Yeah, I live, you know, I live on a piece of family land, 120 acres, got a 4-acre lake full of bass, crappie, and brim, and catfish. We got our own gun range out there you can shoot, so you're welcome to come hang out, man. And you can, if you camp and you like camping, you can camp. We got 120 acres, you can camp. I got electricity and water right outside my gate. If you want to come in, I got 3 bedrooms, clean. A bunch of people stayed at my house, you know. NC Tyrant Hunter Willie came, but he stayed in the hotel, but he did come. Sewer Dog the Patriot stayed at my house. Lady Justice Liberty News, Press On, Auditron. Let me think who else. There was. So I really don't know what happened, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, Blue. So you're a mod dude. Post your link in chat, and y'all just subscribe to each other. That helps everybody grow. Thanks for the ones who stuck around while I was buffering. John Speedway, good to see you in the house. Justin Garza, Blue, Lion One. Yes, a Lion One. Let me know, because I definitely want to hang out, man. I mean, I'm right here, dude. I'm not far from where I heard you was, so I'm not sure, you know, if you are. So I'm glad I'm back. But yeah, Lion One, you still in the house? 843-729-4510. If someone can post that, that's my phone number, 843-729-4510. Let me tell you something too. This is so weird, right? All right. See this phone? This is a $200 Verizon phone from Verizon through Verizon. Okay? The phone that I'm speaking on right now is a $100 straight talk phone, but they use Verizon towers. Thank you. No, 729, John Speedway. 729 43-729-4510. So they use straight talk uses Verizon towers. Now you can get Straight Talk AT&T, Straight Talk other places, but I got Straight Talk Verizon for $59. The phone I just showed you for $200 is the gap, and it's actually doing better at my house. I can make phone calls and walk around places with the Straight Talk phone, and people can still hear me, and we have perfect conversations. But if I'm talking to you on my Verizon phone, actual Verizon phone that Verizon sold me, with Verizon, the best, I got the highest plan, the fastest speed you can get, and it doesn't do as good as the Straight Talk phone with the fastest speed I can get. And the Straight Talk is $50 a month, and the Verizon is $60 a month, and better service. So you tell me what's best. How is it looking right now? And I'm in the woods. I'm traveling through the woods on this port. Give me ones if this is a pretty good stream. And it looks like Lion One. Thank you. Yeah, 729. Thanks, Blue. I appreciate that. Thanks, John, for trying. I mean, I'm not mad at you. I know it's an accident. I talk, you know, I got that country talk. And I talk fast, and sometimes it doesn't come in good. But yeah, thanks for posting it. And but yeah, it's just real funny. Good audio, great. Let's go. All right, good. And that's Straight Talk through Verizon is so funny. So I feel like I wish it wasn't too late. It's already past the time. But if I would have known that, I'd have just took this $200 phone back and got another $59 phone for through Straight Talk with Verizon towers. It's unbelievable. You know what service you get from third parties. I guess they're buying more service or faster service for their customers than Verizon's giving their own customers. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just talking today. Look, I got some great gifts coming. I still got some Audit Palooza 2024. Look at here, Blue Line gang member, deputy sheriff. I wonder which one, if it's Berkeley County or if it's another one. They get to use their cars here, but even they're off duty. And I know a lot of states are like that too. Some states are not. They got to go pick up their cars and they share them and stuff like that. It's a shame because it's just like the body cams. We have to pay for their body cams, but we can't get their footage unless we sue them. And then we have to sue them and get a subpoena for it. We can't just get them. Smoky alert. So Lion One, I guess he's not in the house anymore. That sucks. All right, well, if anybody sees Lion One or has his phone number, reach out to him. Oh, look, Charleston County Deputy Sheriff. Yeah, see, Charleston County, way over here in Monk's Corner. He might be going to pick up an inmate. You know, they might have someone held in Berkeley County Jail because that's the direction he's going. he might be transporting back to Charleston County. So maybe that's what's going on. I mean, the direction he came don't really make too much sense, but maybe he's just off today too. 1A every day. That's right. That's right. And, I made several mistakes. I am going to put that video out. I made several mistakes at my illegal snatching out of my van. Once I seen that they wasn't answering me, I should have locked my door so he couldn't open it and rolled up my window, and then just kept filming and asking, what's the problem? What's the problem? Because Mim versus Pennsylvania, the only reason they can pull me out of my van is if they feel in fear for their life. They can't just stop you at a traffic stop. See, a lot of people don't know that. They think that Mims versus Pennsylvania says that they can. No. They have to have a threat. They have to feel in threat. Now, they can say I felt the threat for any reason and make up a lie, but at least I would have talked to them through the window first. So I made a big mistake. I really thought it was going to go more peaceful, but I forgot. I'm not dealing with peaceful people. I'm dealing with militarized, basically people who act like Nazis. When you're living in a country where someone can call and lie on you, and even if they made a mistake where they thought that I really did steal something, where because they said it, I wasn't sure, they didn't have no proof, they didn't see me on video stealing anything, they just said they thought I did. When they have 500 cameras in their store, they can very easily see that I did not steal it. The lady at the exit door watched the whole transaction. She should have stepped in and said, no, he paid for it. I seen the guy take him over to get the security device released. No, instead, they come and snatch a disabled cancer patient who is in tremendous pain out of his van, putting him in arm bars and slapping the torture cuffs on him, the whole time acting like they're doing me a favor. For shoplifting, they thought. They're Nazis, man. That's what they're trained to get you in torture cuffs so you will see, and this is what's going on, people. We are all slaves. I don't care what color you are. They just abolished slavery where one group of people was in chains, and they put us all in symbolic chains. We are in chains, people. We have no rights. I don't care what they say. When an armed thug with a gun, male or female, can snatch you out of your car for not breaking the law and throw you in torture cuffs and claim it's for that you're just being detained and it's for officer safety, we have reached the end of freedom. We are all slaves to the government. Now, your recourse is suing them. Well, a lot of people don't have the time or the money, and their hope is going to be that they outlive me. Well, you know what? Because of what they did, I'm going to beat cancer's ass, and I'm going to live forever until I get money from Charleston, from Dorchester County Sheriff Department, Somerville Police Department, and Walmart. The Nazis, all from them departments. You can make no mistake. I don't have nothing better to do but to live to beat them. So if I do everything, I'll eat bark off a tree if you tell me to save my life from this cancer. Now, for those of you who don't know, I got some great news. Stick around. And why do I got so many people in here and I got less likes? That's blowing my mind. All right, anyway, I had some great news at the oncologist yesterday. Not only did I get off chemo for this, treatment, I'm not saying they don't want me to go back on, but I'm going to MD Anderson, who actually wanted me to be on the treatment to find out, if I'm going to do any more or whatever. But as of right now, I am cancer-free in my colon, my liver, where I just had the ablation done, and so I'm in remission in two of my cancer areas. Now, I won't know about my peritoneum because it's real weird how they can test you for certain types of cancer one way and tell you if you're in remission, but they can't test always. So now I got to I'm flying to MD Anderson next week, or this week actually. This week, and I'm sorry, today's Saturday. So this week I'll be flying to MD Anderson, and they're going to do some tests and MRIs and CAT scans or whatever you call them to see if it's any left in my peritoneum. And just pray, if you pray, that there's no cancer in my body at all, that I'm in remission 100%. And if it is, and if you don't pray, that's fine. Just send me some love and best wishes. I know a lot of you may not believe and may not pray, and that's okay. I still love you, and I want you here. I want your friendship. You don't have to believe what I believe, and you don't have to live like I live to be my friend. And I love you as a human, and I'm glad you're here. Now, do I wish in my religion, do we wish that all people would turn over to Yeshua? Yeah, we do. Now, maybe I'm saying that wrong, the right way. Some people call him Jesus. Whatever name you call him by, that's what we want. But it's not necessary for you to be my friend to do what I do. Just, I hope that you're a good person in your life, whether you believe or not. That's all. But that being said, I don't push it on people, but I do love each and every one of you, and I thank y'all all for being my friend. 843-729-4510 is my number, and I thought I was doing a good thing by getting a separate number, and it is a good thing, but let me tell you why now it ain't a good thing in a way. It is. But now that I'm live streaming, and I have to live stream to get better quality, I'm believing that it's better quality than what I get off my Verizon phone. So don't call me on my 729 number if I'm live streaming, because I'm not going to answer, and everybody's going to hear it ring and all that. So, wait, what kind of, I thought, you know what? I didn't realize what was going on. For some reason, I seen her backwards, so I thought the ATM was, I don't know what I thought, because I can clearly see the ATM's not on the right side. She just got her friend instead of going through. So that's someone who don't trust the person who's driving. Maybe it's the Uber driver. I don't know. That's funny, though. I'm about cracked up laughing at myself for not paying attention enough to realize what was going on before I drove all the way. I was just about to fall in line and start getting in, and I have to reach across and give my ATM card to my dog and let my dog handle it. She's smart enough. She could have put in the PIN code and all that stuff. Y'all may be wondering, why am I pulling up to an ATM? All right, my personal accounts, my bank accounts are a lot different than a lot of people, the way they do things. I don't leave no money in my accounts that one day when the government says, all right, banks, close your doors and freeze everybody's accounts, and it's going to happen, people. I promise you it will happen. It's already happened. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't realize that things like that does happen, and I can tell you and I can prove it. Now, in Cyprus in 2013, the country Cyprus closed down their banks, and they stole millions of dollars from their citizens. Wasn't nothing they can do. That was their money, but the government was going bankrupt. Now look this up. This is national news. You can look it up. But a lot of people ain't paying attention to what goes on. And I'm going to tell you how it happened in Canada, and I'm going to tell you how it also happened in another country, and how it's happened here in the States, and I'm going to prove it to you. So I'm putting some money in. So, because I'm all about the cash, so I can send some money. Hold on. To pay for some things, but I don't leave money in the bank for the government to ever say, you know what, shut this guy's account down, or anybody and steal my money. Now, it might not be good anymore. I understand that, and that's okay. Hold on, let me do this. But I learned a long time ago, and I'll tell you another reason I do it. I learned a long time ago that when someone can control your money, then they can control you. And I don't let that happen. Now, you might think I'm crazy, but I've got, and it's true, my family will tell you, I got money buried and stuff like that. I do not even keep it in my house where someone can break in and find it and steal it. The government can take it. They'd really have to do a lot to find my money. Now, I'm going to tell you what, people might think I'm crazy. But okay, so Cyprus stole their money. Wasn't nothing they can do. Thousands of dollars from people, okay? All right. About 6 months later, Cyprus shut down their banking system again, okay? Now, this time they didn't take people's money, but they limited you to getting out $65 a day at ATMs. The banks wouldn't open. There was mass lines at ATMs every day, and the ATMs would run out of money, and what nothing you can do. If you stood in line for hours, the people who was there first got the money. And then what was happening is when the people came to refill the ATMs, they had to have armed guards because people was, coming out. They wanted to rob the armed guards and take all their money. But that, of course, that wasn't going to happen. So they would fill the ATMs back up, and then the people would get $65 a day. And that went on for like 6 weeks, I think it was. Now, I might be wrong about how many weeks this all went on, but look it up. Now, you think it didn't happen in Canada? Yes, it did. The trucker strike. Millions of dollars got donated to the trucker strike in Canada in 2020 and 2021. And what did they do? Canada took that money and did what they want with it. Said, nah, we're not going to let all the money that I donated, you donated, and everybody else donated to the truckers' strike. They didn't let you, although you donated to all these GoFundMes. That money went to them, to what they want to do. Look it up. Same thing here in the United States, people. Okay, and this is a way of Rob Somerville, where we sold mulch, the red mulch, the brown mulch, the black mulch, all the different color mulches, cypress, pine, whatever you wanted. We sold topsoil, pine straw. Let me tell you something. People love that stuff, and we was making great money. But I had it all linked together, and so we sold a bunch of landscape supply to a guy on his and it went into my account, and then the guy went back and lied to his credit card company and said, oh, I didn't approve that. That wasn't me. Well, we had him on camera. But although I told them we had to do an appeal, they took the money out of my account, thousands of dollars. They just took it back and said, well, you have to appeal. Well, I did an appeal. And do you know, it was like, they couldn't get my money back because the guy said that it didn't, even though I had the camera. So I literally had to sue him personally for defrauding an innkeeper and threatening to have him arrested, because it is a crime in South Carolina. It's called defrauding an innkeeper. Look it up. When you got a retail store and you go in and commit that kind of fraud, but you have to go through that. So I learned, no, don't link your money to where people can get it back. No, if you take credit cards and stuff like that, you need to have a fail safe to where they can't do that. And the way is to make sure there's no money in it they can get back. If you every day legally get your money and move it legally, that to where the IRS can't harm you, then okay, that's what you do. You don't leave it there for them to do, because they're going to do what they want to do, people. And so that ain't happening to me. And it hasn't happened. So I leave a little bit of money, and then when I need to put money in, that's why I put money in. Now I do have credit cards, but the credit cards that we have, we pay. The business credit cards and all that, we pay. We don't have no balance where they get interest. We pay it off for the end of the month. But we do, instead of paying out cash every day, we do run the credit card while we're in Lowe's, Home Depot, Sherwin-Williams, all the places that we need product. All the places that we need product. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm at the vet getting my insulin for my doggy. So all the places that we need products, so I use credit cards, but we don't pay no interest. So it's like, hey, yeah, thanks for letting me use your money for no interest. No, you ain't making no money. I'm live streaming, so I don't want to say my information on here. Okay. So I'm here to get some for my dog. Insulin, time? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. For Prince. I called it in this morning, so. Is it the insulin? Insulin, yes, ma'am. Thank you. But I do tell them that y'all are the best vets. Do you? Yeah, oh, make no mistake. I'm spreading good news. That's what I do every day, spread good news. I try to anyway. Sometimes I fail because, sinners fail. But I try to do better the next day. But I love 7210. Yes, ma'am. I love you guys. Y'all. Actually, I picked that up last week because I got off track. Usually I'm picking them up on time, but somehow I ran out, so I came and got that last week. So I'm good on that, but I do need ice packs. Okay. If I know y'all usually give me one, but if I can get two, because I'm gonna be a little bit longer, and I'll pay for it. I gotta pay for ice packs. I know you always say I don't have to pay, but you know, and I appreciate that fact, but the ice packs are going to help me out, so I don't mind paying for them. And see how great they are? They're like, I need an extra ice pack. Oh, you ain't got to pay for it. They're just great people, man. They take excellent care of my pet. And you see how far I drive to come here, right? You know how many vets I passed? Look, there's a vet right there on 176, Cane Bay Vet. There's a College Park Veterinary Clinic. There's a Sangaree right there. I mean, all within a couple miles. But I go with the best for my pets. Because if I'm going to go to MD Anderson and fly all the way to MD Anderson for the best cancer treatment from the best hospital, then I'm going to bring my dogs to the best vet. And that's what. Right back. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. This is Lakeside Animal Hospital in Moncks Corner, South Carolina. Dr. Jones is one of the vets here, and here's the funny thing. Tim Jones. All right, so Dr. Jones here, and I don't really remember his first name, which is, you know, odd because I do know it now. It's leaving me. But there's 3 brothers, right? The Jones brothers. One is a vet, one is a dentist, and one is a doctor, a primary care doctor. And Dr. Jones, I met first, was my primary care doctor, and I said, you know, I got a vet named Dr. Jones too, and one's got black hair. Tim Jones has got black hair, and Dr. Jones has got like reddish hair, the vet. And so and then the other one I think has like brownish hair too. He's the dentist. But anyway, so I was at the doctor he was checking me out, you know. He's a concierge doctor. He's really good, but he's so good he's a concierge doctor. He just won't be anybody's doctor. You pay him like a couple $1,000s a year just to be your doctor, but then he'll answer the phone at 3 o'clock in the morning. You call him and tell him what's going on, and he'll tell you go to the hospital. Hey, thanks a lot. Have a great day. He'll tell you go to the doctor, and he'll meet you down there. But you pay that, and then you pay for your doctor's visits. But it's worth it. It really is. But when I was there, I said, man, I got a vet. His name's Dr. Jones too. And he looked at me. He said, do we resemble each other in the face? I looked at him. I was like, yeah, you kind of do look like the vet. He goes, he's my brother. And I was like, awesome. Okay, well, anyway, here, let me show you. Lakeside Animal Hospital, Moncks Corner, South Carolina. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then that's when he told me about his doctor, his other dentist brother too. So it's kind of funny. They all are doctors and they went in different fields. But with this family, you're covered. You got a doctor, you got a dentist, and you got a veterinarian. And so that's all great, in my opinion. All right. Now here's what I normally do when I go to the vet. And I hope they're open. I might be a little early. I can't remember. I think it's 10:30 that they open. But maybe it's 11. And if it is, I'm going to be late. And y'all might laugh at me where I'm going to eat at. But I love Captain D's. Their grilled fish is great. It's amazing. I get the lemon pepper grilled fish. And I'll get a batter dip fish, which really ain't good for me. I'm not supposed to eat a bunch of fried foods anymore. But their grilled lemon pepper white fish is to die for. I mean, it's really good. I don't know how this restaurant gets it so good, but it's good. So if I'm not too early, then I'm gonna get me some fish. And if I am too early, I'm gonna eat somewhere else. But I'm hungry. And today I got a little bit of an appetite. I don't know if they're open. Oh yeah, 10:30. Great. I'd like to get the lemon pepper white fish, please, with extra rice, and you can put the extra rice in the same bowl, in the same carton. And I would also like to get a batter dip fish, please. And
what's the 2 sides with the meal?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You get rice. You said extra rice. I put that as your side, and you get one more side.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, I forgot. Let me get corn on the cob, please. And,
all right.
And I also want to get a batter dip fish piece, and you can throw that in the same bowl too if you want, so you ain't wasting cartons, because I'm gonna eat it all. And
so 2-piece fish, just the fish?
Yeah, just no, add-on batter dip fish.
Just 2 pieces?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else?
Yep, I would like a large Pepsi and an extra bread. And then that'll be all. Thank you.
21.48.
I'm hungry, guys. Now that I got some appetite, I'm gonna try to eat. Now it's hard for me to eat because I can't open my mouth because my gums and teeth are so rotten. But this fish I can smash up. It's really good. All right, let me see who's in the house. People hanging out still. All right, Oregon Road, 5-speed. My brother, good to see you here. Everybody's my brothers and sisters. Thank you, Blue, John Speedway, South Georgia Accountability. Eating lots of jalapeno peppers and garlic. How you doing, man? Thank you. Let's see. South Accountability, Georgia, good to see you in the house. Thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate you showing up. John Speedway, we haven't spoken in over 2 years, and we are still friends and friends forever. Hey, that's great, Blue. And but you got my phone number now, 843-729-4510. We can speak every day if you want. Oh, I'm sorry. That'd be great. Look at me being rude, not paying attention to the people out the window. And she was so nice, she didn't even complain. But yeah, y'all got my numbers. ODN, old dirty ninja. I'm sorry I didn't catch you coming in if you're still here. Let's go, Blue. I usually like to go through and catch everybody coming in. I'm sorry. If I didn't, and that I didn't. Lion 1. But yeah, they don't give out my notifications, guys, so I have to keep going live every day and just telling everybody. So finally my subscribers will see every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if I'm in traveling, it'll be whatever standard time it is there, or whatever Central Time, or whatever it's called there. But for right now, I'll be going live every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dirty Cop News, and I've got a free gift giveaway every Friday. I gave away like 3 or 4 gifts last night. We had fun after the show. You get to see great videos during the show, but then after the show, we had fun. We played some games, and you won't believe, man, I kept putting out different numbers, even went to like 1,000. Was trying to get people to guess where it was just 3 numbers, and people was guessing it like perfect. Bam! I was like, how are y'all doing that? Are y'all reading my mind, or can y'all see through the piece of paper? Yeah, but we had so much fun cutting up and watching the videos and playing the games. People are winning great prizes. And remember now, some of these prizes are the first annual 2024 Audit Palooza. So you can never get a first annual one again. It's going to be, you can get Audit 2025 Palooza, and but you'll never be able, once all this supplies is gone from me and John and Solo Yacker, because hey, let me tell you something. Solo Yacker is the one that now it's bedtime, I hear you. Oh, right. Well, see, that's the only bad thing, and I said that last night. It's either bedtime, because workers like you and me that do what we do, we got to go out and make things happen and add to the economy. So thank you for that. But it is bad also because it's Friday night at 9 where people are going to the movies, they're going out to the bars to shoot pool or whatever that they like to do, to the turkey shoots during Thanksgiving. But hey, you know what? I'm just going to keep that time, and because every time I move around, I gain more people over here, but lose some people over there that can't come. So I'm going to stick to this time. And I'm sorry, the videos will be there, but if you can stay up till 9:30, that'll be even better, because usually I do the shows and the show's over by 9:30 and then the games are played. I usually try to do an hour or less. So on Friday nights, go ahead and just say, you know what, I'm going to keep my eyelids open. I can send you some toothpicks and they'll help keep your eyelids open, and just stick around for 30 more minutes. I'm joking, my brother. But I'm also not only giving away Audit Palooza stuff, guys and gals, and know this, Solo Yacker made all the shirts, the Armed Fisherman. So this is special, guys. This is someone who took the time to make all these shirts. And now realize they didn't really overmake shirts by how many people said that was going to show up. Hundreds of people showed up like they said they would, but some people didn't, even though they said they was coming and RSVP. Some people paid for a ticket and it still didn't come, so they was just kind of like donating to the cause. But because Eric, you're now a mod, thank you, sir. Inbraids. Oh, Inbreeds. What are inbreeds? My dogs? Is that what you're saying? Maybe I need to not make you a mod. Let me remove you as a mod. Just remove you. Yes, I'd like some honey mustard, please. My dogs are not inbreeds, dude. If you're talking about my dogs, if you're talking about us, we're not inbreeds either. Well, I guess we're all kind of inbreeds. We're all mixed with something one way or another. Well, and I guess you can say that my Parson Russell Terrier is not an inbreed. She's a fully paper dog, but the Prince, okay, he might be mixed, but you know, if you're going to be derogatory, I don't even want you here. Unless you're talking about the government, then they're inbreeds. So just be more clerical. Clarify what you're saying when you're talking about inbreeds, because I don't know if you're coming in here just being a troll or if you're a part of the community and want to be. You know, and you're entitled to say what you want, even if you're a troll. I got trolls. Hey, I got trolls that, hey, they come here and you don't even know they're trolls. They disagree sometimes, but they're polite about it. They don't come in here and do that. So anyway, yeah, must be a troll. That's all right. See, I got to be careful. You know what I'm going to start doing, guys? I'm going to ask the question, hey, are you for us or against us? And then if you're for us, you're going to be a mod. If you're against us, then you can just come. You know, I like to be inclusive to everybody because I love everybody. But man, when you come in, I'm just sitting here trying to spread a positive message. The thumbnail is of my dogs. So if he's calling my dogs inbreds, I mean, whatever. And if you're calling me an inbred, whatever. I'm Irish, and actually I've got some. Because before I realized that Ancestry.com was actually a government agency, and so is 23andMe. They're doing the reason why they're doing your DNA collection and stuff. Now I didn't get my DNA, but I was following my heritage. So we are Irish. We have some, and I can show you. We have some Irish Earl in our family tree. So my family's royalty, if you want to call it that. But it's kind of funny. And our Irish coat of arms is pretty cool. I like all that. And so I was doing the ancestry thing, not the DNA one, but following. Then I got told by somebody, you know what? That's for the government. They're just collectively finding out all information they can on all people. And the reason why they're doing the DNA now, and this is just my opinion, I'm not a doctor, but the reason why they're doing the DNA is because, think about this, people, with what's going on in the world and everything they're doing. If they can collect everybody's DNA through 23andMe or a large number of people and Ancestry.com and stuff like that, and you're willingly giving it to them, think about this. If they can get one gene pool all together, because there's I think it's 5 or 6 different genes, right? You can have this gene or that gene. And they can eliminate people by coming up with something that they can put in the air through chemtrails or in our food that will only take out that gene, that will attack that gene. You will have a decimation of a whole type of population. And make no mistake, things like that happen. Don't think I'm ignoring anybody as I'm driving down the road and eating and stuff like that. I will look at the live comments later, and I'll go back and make mods appropriately. But, I don't care if you disagree. You can come here and say, hey, man, I like the cops. And I think you're doing it for the wrong reason. But, I support your Fifth Amendment or your First Amendment right to do it. I just don't agree with it. Okay, but I'm going to come and watch your video. I don't care how you say it. You can disagree like that. But coming in here and saying, you're an idiot. You hate cops because you're a criminal. Okay, I admit that I was a criminal 33 years ago and before. But 33 years is when I stopped being a criminal. And you know what I did? I was a criminal 33 years ago. 24 years ago, I turned myself in because I was on the run. They wasn't gonna catch me. I had 30 of them from dead people and 2 of them from people I paid for their identification. They would never have caught me as myself. I always had an identification that was somebody else's, a driver's license that was valid. So I turned myself in because I was trying to be a Christian, but if I'm lying about who I am, is that Christianly? No. You got to walk, you got to teach, the right way to be in life if you're going to be a good person. Well, I still didn't want to turn myself in because I was facing 15 to 25 years. So finally in 2000, I made the choice because my mother was getting old and I didn't know how long she was going to live. And I was facing 15 to 25 years in prison. So I said, well, I might as well get it over with and turn myself in. If I go to prison, then I'm starting my process and then I can maybe get out before my mom passes. But the older she gets, there's a chance she might pass when I'm in prison. Because someday maybe they will catch me. So I turned myself in. I didn't have to. I did it. I made a conscious effort to do the right thing and to be a better person. So here I am now today, free and me. A very successful businessman. And I got 650 videos y'all can go through to see my business, how I do, how I operate my company, the land I live on. Now, I don't own the land. I keep telling y'all, I only own the home. The land is owned by my family who graciously loves me enough to say, hey, move out here and live with us. I was moving to Timmonsville, which is about 45 minutes to an hour away, depending on how fast you drive. And I was on my way out to Timmonsville when moving out there, I was looking at land. And so I asked Bill, who's the patriarch of the family, he's bought lots of land and over time. I said, hey, can you come help me buy this land? Because I need to know about perking of the land, if it's over perked, under perked. I don't want to buy a piece of swamp land I can't do nothing on. Will you help me out? He's like, sure, I'll help you out. And why do you want to move all the way out there? I said, well, because it's in the woods, man. We're building up. I don't want to live around people. I love everyone, but I don't like neighbors that'll complain. I won't live in a neighborhood. I want to buy a piece of land that's mine. So I was looking at between 10 and I wanted no less than 10, but no more than about 20, 30 acres. And so I started sending him the land that I was looking at. And so finally, a couple days later, he came back to me and said, look, I'll help you out picking the land. No problem. Tell you what's good and if you should buy it or not. No problem. But we'd like you just to come move on our land and live with the family. You know, we got our own lake. Got the shooting range out there. You know that. And, you know, we got plenty of land. And so what happened is my family, it's like 120 acres now. It used to be 85 acres. And so the land that was connected to the family land was zoned. It was a trailer park. It had like 10 trailers in it. And so when the older couple wanted to sell, Bill said, I'll buy it. And then he bought it and then closed it down. And he paid people to move. And some people couldn't move their trailers because it was too old and legally couldn't be moved. So he paid them for the trailer. Now, he didn't just make a move. He could have said, no, I don't have to do that. I don't have to pay you for your trailer. You just have to move. It's my land now. But he didn't do that. My family are Christian people. They walk with Jesus every day. And so he didn't do that. He paid them a good amount of money and everybody was happy. And he gave everybody plenty of time to move. He didn't say you got to be out in 30 days. I think it was like he gave everybody like a 6 month or a year notice, something like that. But everybody moved who could move and wanted to move. The people who couldn't move, he moved them. And he even let these one people scrap their trailer. They tore everything down, took all the metal and just left the frame. So he said, don't leave no trash. And you can, and then after you clean up all your trash and the metal's gone, then I'll pay you what I told you I'd pay you for your trailer. So he even let them do that. He didn't want the trailer. He just wanted them to, move. So that way, because it was causing sometimes problems. People would come over onto the family land and do things, that wasn't legal to do. And so he bought the land. So anyway, now it's 120 acres. And luckily for me, it already had a septic tank because I moved my mom's trailer. I owned the house in Goose Creek, but when my mom passed, she was living in a mobile home, and she left everything to me. So I took the mobile home and moved it out there on the family land. So I don't ever like people, because I've been told, oh yeah, this, that. No, I never say I own anything that I don't own. That is not my land. That is my home. and but the land is not, I don't own it, so I have no value in it to me at all, as far as like I couldn't sell it. And that's why he does it the way he does. All family lives on this land, and it's a family trust land. You can't sell it to anybody else like a third party. So when you build your house on there, you know that it's always going to be a family home, that a family member will always live in your home. No one that is not a family member, that they don't, unless they say they can bring somebody else on, but that's not ever going to happen. That way it doesn't break up. Because one of the pieces of property that I was going to buy, the reason I was not going to buy it after I looked into it was 4 plots. I wanted to buy, and the first 3 plots was for sale, but the 4th plot was not, which meant that if I bought any of the 3 plots, which I wanted to buy them all, I had to let the 4th person use my driveway that I was going to cut in. I was going to have a 4th. I was going to come in. I would have to build the road to come in, and then let a 4th person come in that's going past me. Now I might have to hear aggravation from them about how I'm living in my life, so I wasn't going to buy there. So when they offered me to move out here, heck yeah. And I got $1 a month lease, y'all, forever. Man, this lemon pepper whitefish is really good. But anyway, I ain't doing a bunch of nothing today. I am about to go to a friend's house and do some electrical for him. It's gonna take me about 30 minutes. But I'm gonna pull over here and eat and talk a little bit, because I'm not gonna go to someone's house. And I'm not gonna go to someone's house and then where bootlickers can see where I'm going and then go by and harass them. So I'm gonna pull over at this business up here, and I'm gonna eat my lunch while I chat with you guys, and then after that I'll end the stream when I'm done eating. And just know I love you all, and I appreciate you all, and thank you for being here and hanging out with me. Make sure you spread the word. In other chats, like I said earlier, when you see people that used to follow me or still follow me that don't know I'm back, let them know I'm back, because YouTube's not sending out my notification. I'm gonna pull over to this closed down. Man, this place has been like 75 different things over my life. It struggles for some reason. Restaurants have been here. They made it churches. Everything that's been in this place has never lasted more than about 6 months to a year. That I remember. Maybe I'm wrong. That's what I remember. Anyway, now I can stop and read some chat. Who's still in the house? What happened to chat? I don't know. Can you still see it? Is it not going anywhere? Okay, there it is. Not sure, but it's slow. Oh, really? How about right now? Look, I was saying I got 4 bars, and 4G. And look at all the bars of 4G I'm supposed to have, and this phone is oh, wait, it's getting hot. Oh, the sun's beating down. Maybe that's what it is. Let me put it in front of the air conditioner for a minute, because the phone is hot. Maybe because it was in the sun all this time. Cool it down, see if that's affecting it. I didn't realize how hot it was, so I just felt the back of it. I'm gonna have to get some tin. That's good, Swampy. I got you good. All right, good. So y'all just make sure y'all are telling people when you see them in other places, and feel free to call. Not during my live stream, because I'm live streaming from my phone call number now. 843-729-4510. I am on TikTok, Swamp Fox Cooks. If you had me under Swamp Fox Cooks on TikTok, if you go there now, it'll say Fox News 13 The Swamp. It's still the same channel. It's still me. come see me over there. Because over there, they seem to send out my notifications. And so if you're following me over there, you'll get to see, you know, more of my people will get to see me over there. Now, they do censor you. But I'm also going back to Rumble, Swamp Fox News. On Rumble. And I'm going to start going live there. They do not censor you. You can say whatever you want about the hokey pokey being poison, and you can call it by its name. You can call it, you can say that the con vid was a con by our government, and you can say the real name of it. They won't hassle you at all. They don't block your comments. They don't block cuss words. They don't do none of that. They let you do your lives, and they let you post your videos. They've never taken a video down of anything I said or done. Videos that have been taken down on YouTube that I cannot show under threat of losing my channel are on BitChute and Rumble, and you can watch them there. I was #1 trending. You can go look at the video. I had to change it. I was the #1 trending video in 2020 on the Save the Children documentary that I did. I was #1 trending for a day and a half. YouTube took down, I was getting thousands and thousands and thousands of views. YouTube took down that video because I mentioned something about it being a hoax and all that stuff. And they claimed it was medical misinformation. So I had to take that out. They let me delete the part of that video. They gave me the timestamp, and I had to take it out and repost it. Now, when it reposted, it got 6,000 views, and that was it. So they took all my thousands and thousands of views that the first video post had, and they're gone. So that I lost them views from how many views I have on this channel. And so that really bugged me. And so that was a good documentary. If you go watch it, it's got 6,007 views. It's back up on the channel. I took out what they said I had to, but it's good. It's really a good documentary. I did a lot of research, and I did a lot of proof, and I showed a lot of things that people blew their mind. And I went even on the DOJ website and stuff and showed you things on their own websites proving this stuff. And that's what they do to you, people. How fair is that? But Rumble and BitChute leaves your stuff there. So I'm trying to get people to go there. Next Friday night, 9 p.m., I'm going to post the links to those two for people to go over there and follow me. Eventually, if I can do most of my stuff there and get my subscribers there, then I'll just post over here randomly and won't have to worry about it. But I get shut down so many times. It's unbelievable. Now, it said I had 666 videos this morning as I started, so I had to get that off my channel. That's Mark of the Beast. So that's why, another reason I did this video. Now it's 667. But do you know, and I can show you, that I would have over 700 videos if YouTube didn't block them or make me go private with them. And when they block your video, you lose all that view count. And that's not fair. You can have 1 million views and then lose a video with 100,000 and then go down to 900,000 views. It's just not, it's not right. Anyway. Now, y'all think about this. I don't usually get political, but I'm just warning people. Nothing's happened since the election. They're not rioting in the streets, burning things down and going crazy. So something's in the works, people. Y'all better think about that. Something is in the works. And it ain't going to be good for the country or for us. They got something planned. And so be careful, be vigilant, watch what you eat, watch what you do, watch where you go. Hey, Kim J! I love you so much, my sister. Appreciate you being in the house. People who don't know Kim J, she is a sister in Christ. She is my sister. She's been here for 5 years now, over. She's one of my, but she has kept up with me. We don't go a long time. She moved from one state to another, and so there were some weeks that we lost a little bit of contact, but we never lost a month of contact. We're always in contact with each other, and that's so appreciative. I love that. And so y'all are welcome to reach out to me. Know that I love everybody, but I build closer relationships to the people who do. Know that I love everybody who comes in and chats with me right here. But once I start physically knowing you on a personal level, and we're sharing videos from our homes and different things, and she's following me on TikTok, and we support each other over there. And I believe when I do my lives on other places and I start my other channels back up, she's going to go there too. And I appreciate that. But I appreciate the ones who just stick with YouTube if that's what you want to do. But it does help grow the family in other places if we all go into these places and support. Vinny! I can't eat real fast, guys, with my condition, so bear with me. But it's really good. But how's everybody else doing? I'm eating. This is just getting in. I'm eating my lunch. I pulled over to eat and chat because the next place I'm going is I'm going to Solo Country Kennels, and so I don't want to just drive up there and then let some random person, because you already seen we had a troll in the house. I made him a mod, but instantly seen what he said, made and unmodded him. But so I'm not just going to drive up to someone's house that I know and love and out their address, because you got too many crazy people who will harass them because of me, you know. So I pulled over to eat my lunch and chat a little bit. Been making pumpkin chocolate chip bread. Woohoo! You're tired? I heard that. Hey, I'm going to show Friday night the beautiful Afghan. It was so cold. And you know, she just thinks of people. Kim does. It's so cold, and she knows how cold it is in cancer treatment places, and that when you're on chemo, you really do get cold. They even give you warm blankets, heated blankets at these places. I get one every time I go. But she made me a beautiful blue Afghan, and I'll show it to you next time I go to chemo, or I'll show it to you on my Friday Night Live. It's really beautiful, and she mailed it to me. She handmade it. It's just so awesome. And so I'm thankful and grateful for that. True Christian woman right there. Make sure you go like, subscribe, and share her channel. Go to her TikTok and show her some love over there. She does amazing videos. She makes these great recipes and shows her cooking all the time. Unbelievable. And then she shows her beautiful farm that she lives on with horses and animals. She lives in Pennsylvania in the Amish state. And she's sending me videos, which I love, of the Amish going by in their buggies and all that. I absolutely love that. And I have total respect for the Amish community, doing it their way in America, the way they want to do it. And hey, you got to love it. All right, well, I see I'm losing everybody, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thank you all for showing up, the ones who did. I hope y'all have a great day, and I hope God blesses each and every one of you and helps you have a prosperous life. You got to add to your own prosperity. Get up and make it happen. I don't care if you're sick. If you can move, move. That way you just won't sit and die. If you have any strife with anyone in your life, please reach out to them and squash it. Might be the best thing you ever did. Be careful, my friend. Yes, ma'am. You too. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Much love and respect to you and your family. And I hope you have a great weekend. Talk to y'all later. God bless everyone.